Let me say, first of all, that the problem is not with your set.
Well, something you rarely see.
I have never seen that before.
Going on here.
Unbelievable.
This is one of those anomalies that doesn't really occur.
The fiberglass roof at the Metrodome has collapsed. That looks like the Metro Bowl right there. As you can see, that's a 10-acre fiberglass roof with about 15 inches of snow on top of it, and with winds howling at 30 miles per hour, it has proven very difficult to clear that roof of snow. Officials from the Dome, the teams in the NFL, are scheduled to be on the phone as we speak, so obviously this is still a developing story. It's happened 3 times before.
Metrodome officials are calling in experts in situations like this to assess whether the roof can be repaired in time for tomorrow night's game.
It will be a 31-yard attempt.
Yeah, there's Pittsburgh calling for a timeout.
No play. But he got a warm-up kick, which isn't all bad either.
And he made it. Yeah, the skyrocket guy, hey, boys, it didn't count.
Pyrotechnical prematurity.
But you talk about icing a kicker, having the fireworks go off, the pressure of everyone in this town assuming the game is already won, and he still has to kick it.
Snap, set, kick. Yes! Good! Joe Becky!
And we have a pause on the field.
Well, I believe this is believe it or not, a scheduled power outage, right? The power company decided that they would take a little bit less than 5 minutes to reset the power grid here, and so play has stopped. They're not going to run a play, and that's why the referee, Jeff Triplett, called timeout.
We are experiencing some ongoing power issues in the San Diego at Buffalo contest. Right now, that game has been suspended by the NFL so that they can attempt to restore power there.
They're going to continue to play without power. No scoreboard.
No play clock.
No replays. No play clock. Here we go.
Anger, because it was going to be at about the 32. Oh, it actually hit the board. That actually hit the giant video screen, the 60-yard screen.
So by rule, we replay the down, which it amounts to a do-over.
His first NFL punch here. Almost got to him as he got it away, and it hit the scoreboard. So that has happened before in Dallas, and there is a rule for that.
D'Angelo Smith waits for the punt, and this one hits the scoreboard. I don't know if the officials saw it, but they're not calling it. Should be a dead ball.
During the punt, the ball hit the scoreboard, and by rule, the play will be replayed. It'll be 4th down. We'll re-kick.
So it's like a do-over.
Well, something you rarely see, a little bit of an accident with the pyrotechnic machine here in Nashville. The grounds crew immediately jumped on it. This was the scene just a couple of seconds ago. The fire, thankfully, is out. Still a little bit of smoke.
That was not a small fire, and wow, what a scene.
Exactly. Another look. This was the machine just kind of caught fire. Not sure how it happened. They were just getting ready for the national anthem, and everyone's attention quickly was diverted to a fire raging just about 5 or 6 feet off that sideline.
I think they're taking the "it's hot on the field" thing a little too seriously there, Spiro, trying to break records.
Good special teams, don't make mistakes. Very good organizational man. Jordan, first down. I'll tell you, there's a job I wouldn't want. I mean, where was that guy before? What was he doing? But he has to go up there and all that scaffolding and put that fire out. You know, you talk about guys that you put on your team, and there's a guy right there. He's going to be on the All-Madden team this year. I don't care. I don't care. We don't know who else is going to be on, but that guy is.
Just look how high up he is.
He's getting a standing ovation. Listen to this crowd.
That's a stubborn fire.
He got it, though.
Yep. He'll get an ovation.
Oh, a big piece is falling down right now, right in the middle of the field.
That'll burn a hole in this artificial turf in a hurry.
It is, and they got to.
All right.
On the run.
He gets a first down. He's in Seattle territory. I said no rain in the forecast. I didn't check the sprinklers. Well, Russell Wilson has been running pretty good. Maybe you need to wet that field up to slow him down. This is just Miami's way of showing a little Seattle hospitality. I have never seen that. Someone forgot to unplug the automatic timer. That's hilarious. That's going to be officially a Gardner's timeout.
He wasn't the only one falling flat, as a hot air balloon destined to soar struggled to get off the ground. The balloon holding a Viking mascot caromed out of control, resembling a sinking Nordic ship with no life preserver. Fans in the stands began fleeing for their lives. The balloon then crashed in the lower deck, scattering terrified Southern belles who had just finished their pregame pageant. Super Bowl IV organizers hoped to create a surreal experience, but this wasn't what they had in mind.
You're going to see something off the field that's a classic here.
Follow the ball as it goes up the tunnel from the right side of your screen. Watch this fella jump out of the stands into the tunnel. He appears to be at least 10 feet off the ground, if not more.
This is a don't try this.
Oh, don't try this. Watch this. There he goes, off into space. He catches the ball, goes all the way down the tunnel. And folks, the guy's all right. He's back in his seat. I would have thought he would have broken both his ankles. There he is.
Is he stoked? He's looking for the Oprah Winfrey show.
Well, they're either going to give him a prize or they're throwing him out. He's got Swanee.
Swanee's got him. He wants to go on. I want airtime.
Now we got the guy. What's your name?
Michael Bantazis. I'm from the north side of Chicago. I played football at Sullivan High School.
Well, Mike, you could have gotten yourself hurt jumping down like that.
I played defense, offense. I got great hands. I played football my whole life. I love it, baby.
Play action for Breeze. Oh, look at that double move.
Deep ball, Graham down the sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. And Graham, much like Tony Gonzalez, with the stuff over the crossbar. They're going to straighten that thing out before Hartley tries an extra point. Post touchdown celebration for Jimmy Graham, up and over, and then pulls the goal. And they got to. This guy's the MVP right now. He's got to get out there with the longest level I've ever seen. Got to get that baby plumb.
Let me say first of all that the problem is not with your set. Your screen is not sideways.
I have never seen that happen in a football game. I've seen it on the practice field.
Lansford hit the field goal and the goalpost fell down.
Oh, here we come. Here comes the medic.
And the ground crew is working on the goalpost. And it's going to take a few more minutes, but they're starting to get it straightened up. This may they're making it fixed quicker than we think here. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before.
I never have.
Huh?
No. There have been times I wish it would have happened.
How'd you like to be up there and have 60,000 people looking at you as the sole center of attention?
Do you think he knows how many people are really watching him right now? If he did, he'd probably suck in that little thing hanging over that belt right now there.
182 days. That's how long we've been waiting for football, and we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. The 2016 Hall of Fame game that was supposed to start at the top of the hour canceled because of field issues.
We saw all the head officials from both teams and the Pro Football Hall of Fame discussing the field. The main issue is the midfield logo. It had been painted, and from what we were hearing and talking to several people, it was hard and it was slick. And there are other spots on the field that were hard. There's like too many concerns where these coaches did not want to put their players in jeopardy, Mike.
The Baltimore Ravens preseason scheduled to begin tonight, but the game will not be played, and you're looking at the culprit. This is the new turf that has been installed, and after the Phillies played their game yesterday, this morning, they put the turf on the base paths, the pitcher's mound, and the home plate area, and right now the word is that the game may not be played.
They started working on the field several hours ago, and there was a seam where, as you pointed out, where the dirt was filled in. They worked on it continuously, pulling it up, putting the dirt down, trying to get the field leveled, but obviously it wasn't successful. Now, as a player, when you go to the player reps, you're not really excited about preseason games anyways, especially as a veteran player. So they have left this decision in the hands of the players. Obviously, they decided not to play. And in the preseason, the number one issue is keeping your players healthy. You want them there for the opener. This is just too big of a risk for these two teams.
The game has been officially canceled because of turf that was unplayable.
Big news out of Mexico City today, where we were supposed to have a game this week, Rams-Chiefs on Monday, but the league announced today that is not going to happen. They say that the field conditions at Estadio Azteca are not up to the league's standard for playability.
Only recently, within the last week or so, did they feel like maybe this field would not hold up and realize nothing that they were going to be able to do was going to make it a playable surface. Every time a team gives up a home game to go internationally, they have to have their stadium on hold as a contingency plan.
So they're moving the game to Los Angeles and will now play that game at the Coliseum.
All right, we're back live in San Francisco. And just seconds before we went to break, all of the power has gone out again here at Candlestick Park. 11 minutes before we were supposed to come on the air and get started, we had a transformer blow, and we were delayed about 20 minutes or so in kicking the game off. And just as we were getting set to come back out of commercial here, just under 3 minutes into the second quarter, the lights have gone out again here at Candlestick. The only lights that you're seeing, actually, other than the scoreboards, are lights from which came on during the last power outage. One bank of lights at the bottom have barely come back on, and then other lights in the parking lot area. So we are in a power delay.
13:28 left in the third quarter, and somehow a massive outage of power in New Orleans Superdome has put this game on hold.
Half the power in New Orleans Stadium, the Superdome here, is out. Half the stadium stayed light, half of it went out, and here's what happened moments ago. As we watch the game start to proceed pretty much as normal, one big click of the light switch, and we lost power in the half of the stadium.
This is one of those anomalies that doesn't really occur here at Super Bowls, and I think the coaches and players are going to try to deal with it the best they can.
So now, after about an hour, about to get started playing once again.